Hey, happy Coffee Talk Monday. Dr. Michelle coming at you. Thanks for joining me again today. It's good to have you here. I hope you're well. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. The weather here in Northern California has been pretty nice, so I am pretty happy about that. Trying to get out, live a little life in a safe way. Speaking of which, I got my COVID results back the other day and I'm negative, so yay for that. Scary times. But I feel like if you try to be safe, it's all we can do, right? I occasionally share a little bit about my personal life on and off. Why do I do that? Well, it's mainly because I think that there are some really good lessons there. And I also want you to know that the journey is hard for me as well. I have things that I need to do different and challenges. I think it's important to be authentic and give you the opportunity to realize that it's not easy for me and it's not easy for you. But there are things that we can each do or learn to do that will make it easier for all of us. And that's the thing that I really, really love about my work. I get to use the coping skills and the mental skills that I've learned to help you get better at what you do for myself, because I want to get better at what I do. You know, I used to be in this place of needing to be perfect, being very type A, a little bit OCD, honestly. All of those things came out of survival mode for me. Survival and scarcity mode. And honestly, although the perfection mode has dwindled away over the last many years, the type A mode has stuck with me until really the last year. I feel like I'm a pretty self-reflective person. I talk a lot about self-reflection because I really do feel like it's critical in order to grow and improve. But what I realized over this last year is that while I was being self-reflective, I was being self-reflective on the surface. A little deep, but not quite deep enough. I didn't realize how much my type A tendencies were causing stress for me and getting in the way of me really growing and expanding and honestly being healthy. I always thought I was a pretty healthy person too. I mean, I am. I eat well. I exercise 6-ish days a week. What more is there for me to do? Well, the more was for me to realize that the rigidity in my schedule, the trying to cram things in, the trying to get things done, the hurrying around, the rushing through, none of that was helpful. And all of that was creating this intensity and this stress that was unnecessary. And it was also not necessarily creating, but heightening issues I was having around health. So once I started to really dig in and realize that this was happening for me, I started to figure out what I needed to do to make change. And over the last year, I've made some pretty huge changes. This is going to sound really weird, maybe, but I used to almost run from one end of the house to the other end of the house. Laundry, dishes, client, consult. It was crazy. And now I even have slowed down just in how I walk through my house, how I get things done. I'm much more flexible, less rigid. I let go of feeling like I need to get all of this done right now. I've let go of how I need to get it done. Those things have been immensely helpful. And I can honestly say, people don't believe me, I have gone from being an A-type personality to really kind of a B-type personality. So how have I helped myself deal with the stress in my life? Well, besides slowing down, becoming more flexible, relaxing, being a little bit more calm, being aware of what's happening and figuring out what I need to do different, I can say that there are a couple of things that have been really helpful for me. Mindfulness, being more mindful of what's happening, being more present. And in that moment, deciding, choosing to be more positive, to find the light, to dig into the quiet inner me. Meditation has been really, really helpful. I'm not talking about hours of meditation. I don't have hours to put into meditation. But meditation has really helped me to think about things a little bit differently, to dig in a little bit differently, to be a little bit more calm and relaxed, and just realize that the way I was living my life was not the way that I wanted to live my life. And you know what? This is going to sound weird too, maybe, but I just have never had the opportunity to think about it. But being in this shelter in place during COVID really gave me the opportunity to think about it. Thank goodness. I feel like I'm a pretty different person today than I was 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, definitely a year ago. And I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to keep searching a little bit because I feel like there's a lot of other interesting things to figure out, to know. I'm pretty curious at this point, and I think curiosity is one of the keys to wanting to know more, wanting to maybe do different, wanting to possibly be a little different. If any of this resonates with you and you just want to talk more about it, let me know. This is Dr. Michelle. I hope you have an excellent week, and I will see you back here next Monday. Take care. Be well.